Hello everyone, welcome back to the Football Project YouTube channel. Uh, After a while, I'm uploading again on this channel. Today I'm gonna talk about the transfers that United should and might do this summer. Who should they bring in? Who should leave Manchester United? Just today, almost confirmed that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is gonna join United for around £50 million. Uh, Daniel James has already joined Manchester United for around £15 million from Swansea. And I wanted to discuss some of the possible 11s we will have next season and what I would like to see, what I think might happen, and what is happening at the moment. So first of all, almost the team that we have at the moment is this one that is on your screens right now, with a 4-3-3 with De Gea, Shaw, Lindelof, Smalling. I have Wan-Bissaka in there because it's all but confirmed. Matic, Fred, Pogba, Martial, Rashford, and Daniel James. And as you can see, that team is not that good. I don't think United will get anywhere near the top four with that team. Maybe not even the top six with how good Wolves and Leicester have been the last year. So what do they need to do to change this team? First of all, they need to get rid of a lot of players. Smalling cannot be a starting centre back for Manchester United next season. He's not good enough. He's proven that he's not good enough. If I made the decisions at United, Smalling is a good backup centre back. You need to get rid of Rojo. He's not been playing. He's not good enough. You need to get rid of Jones, in my opinion, as well. He has too many injuries, and it's same old, same old. So you bring in a big name centre back, a Koulibaly or a Maguire that United have been linked to in this transfer window, to replace Smalling in the starting 11 and be a partner to Lindelof, who's impressed the last season, and have Smalling and Eric Bailly as backups in the back, and even Axel Tuanzebe if he doesn't go back to Aston Villa. Now on the right back we have Wan-Bissaka. There's also backup in Diogo Dalot, and I'm gonna say Young. Not that I want to see him in anywhere near the team next season, but if worse comes to worse, we have another option there. Now left back, Shaw proved himself last season. He was pretty good. He's not that good attacking though. He was pretty okay defensively. I don't think it's a position that United have to worry about this season. Maybe next season, if things go well in this transfer window, maybe you could strengthen next season if Shaw does not improve even more. Now, one of the most important positions that United need to get this summer, and I haven't seen many links to that position, is the central defensive midfielder role, which is currently on hold by Nemanja Matic. Now, it's obvious that Nemanja Matic is not good enough anymore to play so many games in a season. I think he could do a job for, bring him in for the big games, not at around 15 games in a year. That's the max I think that Matic can do anymore. Last season he was dreadful. I hated watching him. He looked tired. He couldn't pass the ball. He didn't look gassed anymore. And I think it's because he was getting tired. He was playing almost every single game because we do not have any other defensive midfielder. Now, McTominay is an option at the club, but I think he might be a bit more attacking. He's a good squad player, but he shouldn't be anywhere near the first 11. Now, Pogba. Pogba is a big one. Pogba is a very big one. Pogba was interviewed and he said that he wants a new challenge. That's clear news that he wants to leave. I expected that he wanted to leave, but I don't think he will leave this summer, even though he wants to, because I don't think Madrid have the money. I don't think Juventus also have the money because they're gonna sign De Ligt. Madrid, I think, are going to prioritize on signing Mbappe. if that is even possible. They've already spent a lot of money. They need to get rid of a lot of players to bring Pogba in, and I don't think United will sell Pogba for under 150 million. So I think he will be there next season. Now in this team we have him partnered with Fred. Now Fred, he's been linked to a loan move away, which I don't think is going to happen because we kind of need him, especially if we're not going to spend that big. Fred was very mediocre again last season. He had some good glimpses. He started very poorly, kind of picked it up, had some few good games against PSG and some other big teams. I think he could do a job for us. I don't think that job is in the starting 11. Maybe if he improves a bit more, he could get into that 11. But I think we should keep him as a bench player. He would be very good. Now the front three, Martial. Martial is a very weird one because on his day he's incredible. He glides past players. He scores amazing goals. He's a lethal finisher. And with Lukaku probably leaving this summer to Inter, he might get the number 9 shirt. He might get a chance up front even if we play the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. I think he has a future in this club. He needs to improve though. He needs to be more consistent because there's a lot of games that he's non-existent at all in the game. He's not doing anything, and he needs improving. Now on the right wing, James. Now, honestly, I don't know a lot about James. I have watched 2 or 3 Swansea games this season. I think we've all seen that this guy's very quick, and that's going to be important for the counter-attacking style we play. And that front three of Martial, Rashford, and James is lightning quick, but I don't think it is good enough. I think James can grow into a player in this team. He can play on the right, the left, striker, and I think he can even play in behind the striker. But I would have James, especially this year, as a option off the bench, coming on in the 70th minute with his electric pace to run at tight defenders and cause a lot of problems. And now the final name on this team sheet is Marcus Rashford. Now Rashford is another weird one because he's not that good of a finisher. He runs a lot, he's fast, he gives everything, but he might not be good enough to be a starting centre forward for Manchester United. Now there are some options on the market. I think today I've heard some rumours about Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder is a good player, and for around 30 something million, 35 million, I think that his release clause is, might be a good option for United. But probably this year is going to be Martial and Rashford, the main 2 attacking players in the club. Depends what will happen with Alexis Sanchez as well. Alexis Sanchez, for me, needs to move on from Manchester United. It's not working for either party. But with his enormous wages, no one wants to buy Sanchez, and that's pretty normal if you ask me. But United need to get rid of him because he has caused a lot of problems in this team. With the amount of money United are paying him, I think that's the main reason that Herrera left the club, because he asked for loads of money that I don't think he's worth. But he was one of our best players, and he saw Alexis was getting paid double or triple what he was getting, and he was non-existent. So priority number 1 is to sell Alexis Sanchez, which again I don't think it will happen. And we're going to have another season of Alexis Sanchez on the bench. Okay, so this is the first one of the 2 teams that I wouldn't mind seeing next season at Old Trafford, with De Gea, Shaw, Lindelof. Maguire or Koulibaly, I prefer Koulibaly a lot more, and I think Maguire will end up at City, but it's going to be very hard to get Koulibaly from Napoli. Wan-Bissaka obviously on at the right back position, and I will try to get Partey or Ndidi. Now, I don't think we've been linked that much to these two players. I think Partey, there have been some links, but Ndidi almost no links at all. And it's incredible because Ndidi is a very good defensive player. I think he would fit into that defensive role very well. Now, in front of Ndidi, we have Pogba on the left and Bruno Fernandes on the right. Bruno Fernandes is a top player. He's very good on the ball. He has a lot of shots from outside the box. Very good player, very creative player, and we need some creativity. Now, Bruno Fernandes has been linked to Liverpool. Liverpool have been the favourites to sign Bruno Fernandes, but today there's been a kind of a shift on Bruno Fernandes. I think United will get him in the end. And I think he will be a very good signing for us. But for this system to work in the 4-3-3, we need a good right winger. And Pepe is an option. We kind of been linked with him. He's going to be worth around £60 million at least from Lille. He had an incredible season last year. I just don't know how he will fit into the Premier League. He's only had one good year in Ligue 1. He's very good on the counter attack. I don't know if he's that good. If he played in a team that was very counter attacking last year, and United might have more control of possession. So if he wants to come to United, he most likely would not have the amount of space that he had last season at Lille to run out and take on defenders. It will be a more tight defense that he will be facing, and it will be difficult for him to adjust. And the other two remain the same: Martial on the left wing and Rashford up front. I think that's almost a given that these two are going to be starters next season. And we'll also have Lingard on the bench. We also have Daniel James on the bench. But the formation that I want United to play next season, that they've played really good this year against the big teams, is the 4-1-2-1-2. And as you can see, the 4-1-2-1-2, we still have De Gea in goal. Koulibaly and Lindelof as the centre backs, Wan-Bissaka and Shaw as the right back and left back. And we have one defensive midfielder, two central midfielders, one attacking midfielder just behind the two forwards that can also play as a false nine. So we have Ndidi at the DM. I think he will work great in this system, with Tielemans on the right hand side of the midfield, Pogba on the left hand side of the diamond, and Bruno Fernandes as the tip of the diamond, that can also play as a centre forward and Martial can go towards the left wing and Rashford towards the right wing a bit, and have a false nine in Bruno Fernandes, who can play there. I think he has played this season with Sporting, and I think this team will be very good. It's not going to be easy. It's going to cost a lot of money, this team. Koulibaly is said to be worth around 100 million, maybe 90 odd million, but Napoli want a lot of money. Tielemans, Leicester's are the favourites to sign Tielemans, but I find it kind of weird that he's not signed yet with Leicester. He was there on loan. They probably would have want him back. So I think there is a chance for United to buy him. He's a very good player. And with Pogba, that midfield is very good. I think that midfield could challenge any midfield in the world at its day. The forwards are a bit inconsistent in Rashford and Martial, but with a bit of work in this system, and you could probably have Wan-Bissaka and Shaw bombing on the wings, and get Martial and Rashford, as you can see, more to the left and right. to push forward Bruno Fernandes and Pogba, especially Bruno Fernandes, who is more attacking. Push Pogba to put those through balls into the front three and get some creativity in this team. So that's mostly of what I wanted to say about United. I will be back talking United more if they make more signings. I want to know in the comments down below, what team would you like me to analyze next? I have some ideas myself. I think I might want to do Arsenal, Real Madrid, how they are going to line up next season. That's going to be very fun. But give me your suggestions in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.